Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Miss Melisa Tunisa and I want to present about my mini research under the title Students' Perception and Preferences in Speaking 3 course in English Department of Commodity University. In my research, there are 4 chapters and let's go to the first chapter. The first chapter is about introduction. In my introduction, there are 3 section: background, problem, and objective. And let's go to the background. The background of the research is a speaking lesson is the type of bridge both of the classroom and the outside world for learners as a helpful and helpful 1990. To build the bridge, students have to practice as the participant of the speaking class. On the other hand, English is the main major of their study. And the next, learning speaking as a part of English study has some effort for students of English Department of Commodity University. As Blanchard and Allard 2011 said that foreign language is not generally practiced by the people of a nation. Despite of that, they have to get an English speaking course in the learning because English, especially speaking, is one lesson of their major. And the next, many factors can motivate their study, and also there are some difficulties in their study. Therefore, the researcher tried to analyze their perception and preferences. We go to the problem. The problem of the research is what are the perceptions and preferences of the students speaking 3 course in English Department of Commodity University. And then for the next is objective. The objective of this study is to know the perceptions and preferences of the students in speaking 3 course in English Department of Commodity University. And then we go to the second chapter is about method. Method consists of design and instrument. And let's go to the design first. The study applied qualitative design and the sophomore students of Commodity University as the sample. The students were investigated in order to know their perception and preferences in English course 3. And then we go to the instrument. The instrument was applied for the study is a questionnaire. The questionnaire consists 13 questions, and then the questionnaire were adapted from Johnny and Caesar 5K strategy for producing questionnaire, and then the questionnaire were divided into 5 parts. We go to the next chapter, that's finding. As I said that the questionnaire were divided into 5 parts. The 5 part is about the student's feeling, the student's level of English spoken, teacher's activity in the speaking course, student effort in the speaking course, and students' preferences and hope in the speaking course. Let's go to the first chapter of the questionnaire, that students' feeling of speaking course. There are 4 questions in this chapter, and then the first question is about how do they like speaking English case, and then 66.7% students chose like about the speaking class, and then the rest of the participants chose very like about the speaking English class. And then for the next question is about their feeling with the teacher in speaking class, and then 70.8% students chose comfortable with the teacher in speaking class, and then 25% of participants chose very comfortable about the feeling with the teacher in speaking class, and then the rest of the participants chose uncomfortable with the teacher in speaking English class while they're speaking. And then we go to the next question. Question number 3 is about their favorite type of English speaking activity and the reason. And then one of the participants answered that their favorite type of English speaking activity is conversation, and And it's because they can get new vocabularies from their friend and when they talk. And then question number 4 is about their opinion about speaking class. And then one of the participants answered that the speaking class is so good. And then we go to the second chapter of the questionnaire, that students' level of English spoken. There's just one question in this chapter, and then the question is about their level of spoken English, and then half a participant uh, is on intermediate level, 45.8% student is on basic level, and then the rest of the participant is on high level. And then we go to the next chapter of the questionnaire, that's teachers' activity in the speaking class. The first question is about how they're feeling when the teacher asks them a question in front of their class, and then 79.2% of the participants answer comfortable when the teacher asks them a question in front of their class, and then the rest of the participants choose very comfortable when the teacher asks them a question in front of their class. And then the next question is about their feeling when the teacher asks them to speak English fully in the class. And then 75% of the participants choose comfortable while the teacher asks them to speak English fully in the class. And then 20.8% participants choose very comfortable when the teacher asks them to speak English fully in the class. And then the rest of the participants choose uncomfortable when the teacher asks them to speak English fully in the class. And then for the next question is about their feeling when the teacher asks them to make a conversation in small group discussion. And then 75% students answer that they are comfortable when the teacher asks them to make a conversation in a small group discussion. And the rest of the participants choose very comfortable when the teacher asks them to make a conversation in a small group discussion. And then we go to the next question. The question is about the way teacher gives explanation, and 83.3% of the students answer that the teacher give explanation is easy to understand, and then 8.3% of the participants answer that the teacher give explanations is speaking too fast, and then the rest of the participants answer that the teacher give explanation is using words that they don't understand. And then for the next question is about the time they use to prepare the organization activity from the teacher, and then 66.7 students answer that they have just enough time to prepare the activity from the teacher, and then 20.8% of the students say that they don't have enough time to prepare an activity that teacher organizes. And then the rest of the participants answer that they have too much time to prepare an activity that teacher organizes. And then the last question is about the best way for the teacher to correct their speaking mistake. And then 70.8% students answer that the teacher wait until the end of their speech to correct their speaking mistakes. And then 20.8% students answer that the teacher asked them to stop halfway through their speech to give the correction. And then the rest of the participants answer that the teacher interrupt them every time they make a mistake. We're going to the next chapter of the questionnaire that students evolve in the speaking class. There are 4 questions in this chapter. The first question is about the preferences to the speaking activities, and then half of the participants answer that they prefer to the speaking activity with a partner. 29.2% of the participants answered that they prefer to do speakings in their own, and then 20.8% of the participants answered that they prefer to do speaking activity with the whole class. And then we go to the next question. The next question is about they're motivated in speaking activity in class, and one of the students answered that they want to have a good speaking. And then for the next question is about their difficulties in speaking class, and then one of the participants answered that their difficulty in speaking class is they don't understand the vocabularies. And then for the last question in this chapter is about their positive things that they got from the speaking course. And one of the participants said that they got their ability in speaking English is always progress. And then we go to the next chapter of the question that students' preferences and hope in the speaking course. In this chapter, there are two questions. And then the first question is about their hope for English speaking activities class. And one of the participants answered that they hope the English speaking activities more be better than before. And then for the next question is about their suggestion for the lecturer of speaking class. And one of the participants answered that suggest for the lecturer of speaking class is more patient and better. And we are going to the next chapter of the research, that's the discussion. Generally, the present study might be able to provide students motivation in speaking course as well as students' preferences. The study might help to share more information through the participant and preferences of speaking course 3. The finding of this study has shown that speaking is one influential factor to master in English as a foreign language. Moreover, English is the major of the study. Then, the study might help to provide information for the lecturer, students' perception and preferences. However, the students consider the lecturer is help them to provide the study. And we are going to the conclusion. The study observed the students' perception and preferences in speaking course 3. Specifically, the study examined the intention and factors which motivate the student in speaking course 3. To examine the matter, the study applied qualitative method approach by an instrument, the questionnaires. There are 24 participants of a former student of Komodo University. The findings represented about their motivated and achievement in speaking course based on the Daniel and Caesar 5 key strategies questionnaires. Furthermore, the findings declare the participants' expectation through the course and lecture. The participants not only elaborated and explained about their perception of the study, but also explained about the preferences of the lecturer. The finding above might lead to students' perception and preferences of speaking course 3, especially Komodo University. Thank you very much for your attention, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.